No. So, okay, is everyone ready?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm supposed to be the facilitator. So I will be asking the questions and trying to keep the topic, trying to keep the conversation on topic, but I will not be sharing my own opinion. I'm just directing the flow of conversation. What we want is for all of you to feel free to share what you think and express your opinion. We do want y'all to be kind and not be mean to someone else's opinion.
What? I definitely wanted to swear some people out.
Yeah. You're out of luck, Rachel.
Man,
Okay.
there goes my plans for the afternoon.
So, do you guys think that marijuana should be made legal?
Made legal. Should marijuana be made legal?
For recreational or medical use?
Recreational.
Yes.
No.
Can you tell me why you said yes?
Wait, are you asking?
I would say yes, definitely for medical use. I don't know, mixed feelings on just for recreational use.
I'm a solid yes.
Go, Rachel.
So, Michelle, why do you have the ambivalence? What are your thoughts on it that would make you support it, and what are your thoughts that would make you not support it?
Like many things, it would get abused. Flip side is that if it was legal, then maybe the draw to use it wouldn't be so strong, and so maybe they wouldn't abuse it, because then, what's the fun of, if it's legal, then what's the fun in it for some people? Me personally, I'm kind of a proponent of, only use drugs if you need to. So I don't get the draw for any recreational use, for anything, but I don't know. Not very definite, strong, supportive arguments either way.
That's okay. It still gives me information that I can use on my paper.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, if you made it legal, then people would feel less of a pull to do it because, like, breaking the law, like, it's not necessarily legal, right? And so, but I think that people do it anyway because other people are doing it already. Like, it's more of a chain thing than I want to do it because it's not legal. So I think that making it legal really wouldn't change too much, except for people would feel justified in doing it.
I don't think that you really need a justification for it, because at least in my experience, full of people, like in a school full of rich kids who can afford it, it's less about needing to feel justified and searching for a community. But I believe that it should be legal just because I don't think that there is a convincing argument against legal, if that makes sense. It does not cause severe health issues, but pretty much everything out there can cause health issues if it's done in excess, and it causes a lot less health issues than tobacco does or alcohol does. In fact, alcohol is the leading abuse substance that will kill people, and yet that's still legal because of the more deaths that it causes when it's illegal. So I think that if it is made legal, it'll be able to be regulated, and it'll be a lot less likely to find marijuana that in with other substances, more harmful substances, which is generally what causes people to get health issues or to get addicted to marijuana. And so I think with it being legalized for recreational purposes, it'll be regulated a lot more, And also, I just having it be illegal, there are two main arguments that I hear. One being the health issues, which is generally pretty false. I mean, it does cause some. I will like. I'm not going to say that it's completely, but it's not any more dangerous than any legalized drug, and it's not going to. It's not severely psychologically addictive. And the second argument that I hear is for religious reasons, but I mean, it's stated in the Constitution that state and religion should be separated, and I don't think that's a valid argument because there are a lot of people who want to use it for recreational purposes and not abuse it, and they're not religious, and I don't think they should be prevented from doing anything just because some people have a religion that's against it. I think religion should be more of a private thing where you're not going to do it because of your religion, but if someone else's religion does not prevent them from doing it, I don't think anyone with a religion has the right to tell them not to.
So an interesting data
Good
point.
point, Rachel.
So from places that have legalized marijuana, is that kids who are looking for that thrill, you know, it's not appealing anymore to get marijuana, so they go to harder drugs. And things like heroin that are actually a lot more dangerous in places where they've legalized marijuana.
I've seen too many people deteriorate from any kind of drug to ever kind of, well, I don't even want tobacco, you know? I'm not trying to control people, but it's just, it makes sense for me to just say, no, I don't want that near me and near my friends, because I've seen them all, like, falling. It just draws in their addictions and stuff, and even Loon died from that. From using it, but it was surrounding it, so.
Yeah, so we had one of Cindy, well, all my kids' best friends,
That's mostly my
brother was killed because of marijuana. They were using it and hallucinating, and one shot the other one and killed him in their house last Christmas.
But with people that I know that are taking marijuana, they don't just take a little bit of marijuana.
Right.
Like I've never heard of somebody that I know of that only took a little bit. Like they take a little bit, then they take a little bit more and a little more until it adds up to enough to make it dangerous.
Plus, they've showed me using marijuana causes brain deterioration, like brain loss, permanent.
Schizophrenia.
It causes schizophrenia, like there's a permanent loss. It's not a use it and then it wears off and repairs itself. They're actually find that it causes a difference in the brain.
I would like to say that it was found as a correlation. It was not found as a causation. It was mentioned in my counseling and mental health class, but the studies that say that it was a causation were false and they were proven false. It was a correlation, not a causation.
My time working at a call center, we were dealing with a lot of confidential information that I will not be disclosing, thank you. But we were given prompts to ask questions for opinions like this, and we were given a lot of facts on this kind of thing that had been extensively researched. And like I see that marijuana for recreational use, you know, we have all these points and things against it, but for medical use, there are more ways than one to take it. I do not agree with the smoking of it. A lot of good from one of my friends who suffers from some debilitating like deformities and things in her brain that it's like a vapor inhalation, and it's helped her a lot to like, I don't really know what it did specifically, but it helped her. But there are lots of different ways to inhale it. There's vaporization, which is just like steaming it. You can smoke it, you can ingest it, not really, it's not a bloodstream thing, it's a lungs, mostly. And there was one more that I can't remember. But yeah, there are a lot of different ways to take it. And I do agree with it for medical use, however not for smoking, but I've seen too much darkness from the...
One of the issues with medical use, or I think one of the arguments in favor of medical use, is that a lot of people do use it medically whether they're allowed to or not, and they don't get consistent dosage.
Right.
So they don't even produce consistent dosage because there's no one allowed to make and concentrate and measure what they're getting.
what they were.
That'd be if they legalized it for medical purposes, that it would be, and I think would be better. Dosage would be a little more controlled or experimented with instead of just people using, like whether it's legalized or not, people are still going to use it.
Yeah.
I would
And
definitely
also,
say, sorry, Rachel.
it's fine.
You want to go first? You want me to?
No, you can. Shoot.
Okay, I was just gonna say,
Batteries
if
died.
it's not legalized, it definitely,
And keep up a video
the
stream.
punishment for it per se needs to fit the crime per se. There's no way that somebody should be in prison for more time for marijuana use than for rape or murder or whatever. You know, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's not, I mean, there's a hierarchy of crimes, and marijuana use would be way low on the totem pole, in my opinion. You know, there are way far worse things that, you know.
So what do you
So-
think an appropriate punishment would be?
I would say treatment and counseling and those types of things would probably be far more effective. Behavior management, you know, behavioral change, you know, ways to help yourself would be far more effective than sitting them in a prison cell.
Yeah, I think that would be cognitive behavioral therapy that you're referring to.
Yeah.
I think that if marijuana would be legalized, there would be a lot more research being done to it, and there would be a lot more acceptance when it comes to actually researching it and figuring out dosages and what's appropriate. And so I think that even if they withdraw the law that makes it legalized later after more research has been done, I think that it'll be a lot harder to get any studies done if it's not universally legalized, because there will be a lot less people to test it on. There will be a lot less people talking about it, and it'll just stay in secret. It'll stay as kids who are just doing it in bathrooms. It'll be kids who are doing it in sewers. Like, it'll stay hidden, and it'll be a lot harder for people who do move on to harder drugs because of marijuana, using it as a gateway drug. It'll be a lot harder for them to actually get help if they need it, because there will be less people talking about it and looking out for it. And also, if it is legalized, it'll be easier to regulate in terms of seeing how much people are getting. Like with tobacco, you can, it's in little packages, and you can give out how many people can purchase that way. And yeah, people can go to like different stores and they will abuse it, but I feel like it would be a similar type of thing with marijuana, where you would be able to regulate it a bit more and be able to just bring awareness to how much you should and shouldn't do, because it's not like tobacco and alcohol are like thing where it's not really gonna hurt you like it does with some people, but it won't happen to you type of thing. Like, it's pretty well acknowledged that they aren't very good for you. And so I think it would just take on a similar type of mindset when it comes to marijuana, and I think that would be very, very good.
Are you still there, Rebecca?
Maybe not.
No, she said that her phone died and they'll be back in a second. Or at least I think that was her, because I have an unknown number and I don't know who it is, and I'm assuming that it's her.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tend to agree with a lot of Rachel's points. That I mean, it is a lot like the tobacco and alcohol, and I mean, I don't know, those do an awful lot of damage, and they're legal.
Mm-hmm.
They do more damage than the marijuana would do. So, I don't know.
Do you think that there should be an age limit if it does become legal? Like alcohol, you have to be 21 Do you think
Yeah.
something like that would benefit? Or do
I
you
could
think
get on board with that. Makes sense. Make it the same age requirement, 21.
I think it would be necessary when creating the law, but I also don't think that anyone's going to like listen to it. Most of the people who do marijuana are underage anyway, so I don't know how much good it would do. But again, again, the research is good enough for it to be legalized. What?
I said there's underage drinking too, so I guess you got a point.
It's pretty
Want to
much
do
the
it, you're gonna
same.
do it regardless.
Mhm.
I think it's one of those
Yeah.
do
things.
you think that if someone does it and it's illegal or they're underage, would that prevent them from getting help if they needed it?
Yeah, because I mean that's how it is with alcohol as well. It's still a secretive type of thing. But I think it would just become less. I think the secretiveness and the people talking about it less would decrease because once it becomes legal, people are going to talk about it and be like, hey, this is a thing. Like when Colorado legalized it, everyone was talking about it. There was awareness going on. And so I think a similar thing would happen and it wouldn't be as, it wouldn't help them get as much help as it would if, say, like the age was lower. But I don't think lowering the age would be necessarily beneficial because I don't think teenagers should be really doing it. I don't know.
Hi, Sarah.
It's not Sarah, it's Becky
Hi,
and
Becky.
Rachel and
Hi, Rachel.
and
This
a
is
discussion
Abby's
blog
birthday.
thing there. Yes, it was Abby's birthday yesterday. Hi.
Happy late birthday, Abby.
Hey, Laura just got home.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Happy birthday, Abby.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Hey, Laura, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think marijuana should be made legal? Help me with my homework.
In medical cases, when deemed necessary, yeah. For recreational use, I mean, to each his own, I guess. I don't care about it. But, I mean, we've got Trump as president. What else can we do to screw up US? Kind of dug ourselves into a hole, so I just will give people some pain relief.
Oh, Laura, I love you so much. Hey, will you do me a favor?
What?
That purple tray thing is in the built-in that we used to put on the computer on. No, underneath. It feels like it's been overheating. I'm gonna try this and see if it'll work.
So we haven't used this since Nevada.
I know. All right, we're gonna try this.
There you go.
Okay. All right, hi.
Oh, Mom, Megan,
Uh,
gave us pasta sauce. We want to use it. You can't.
Okay.
You don't want to. We can throw it away.
No, we put it in the fridge.
Pasta.
All right. Anyway, this is a discussion group on recorded and such. So
Oh, sorry.
sorry, Becky. So
If marijuana were to be made legal, do you
Mhm.
think that there should be laws against driving while high or other, can't think of the right word. So yeah,
Regulations as to what you can and can't do while you're
right.
that type
Right.
of thing.
You can't drive
Because
drunk.
when you're under the influence, it's yeah, it would be like similar to alcohol. I would be on board with that. Similar to alcohol, like basically if you're under the influence, then your judgments are impaired or altered or whatever, and you should not do things that are going to endanger you or others.
I think
Where do you think the
that's-
limit should be?
What?
Where do you think that the limit should be? How do we differentiate between what's an okay level versus not?
I think more research would have to be done in terms of that. Although there might have been research done on that, and I'm just not aware because I haven't like done extensive research on this. But something that we should have to research and determine, and maybe even change after more people are doing it and driving, or after accidents happen. And I think it would just kind of be a research what you can and then learn from experience type of thing.
It's probably what they did way back with the alcohol stuff. Can't imagine that hasn't evolved over time. Not that I know. I haven't really researched it or anything, but it would seem like it has evolved. Who is that?
That's Ezra.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you guys for contributing. Yeah, I just needed a little bit so I can write a paper.
Cool.
It's
So,
not big
Laura,
deal.
you should add your 2 cents worth more. Do you see kids at school like using marijuana and stuff?
They don't just walk around and like, hey, marijuana. No, I mean,
They would get caught.
yeah, I mean, you hear about like parties that happen over the weekend, and you hear about some kids are like, oh my gosh, we smoke so much. You're like, I don't even care. And then,
Okay, but half of those kids are lying.
yeah,
I'm gonna say right now, half of those kids are
Yeah.
lying.
most of it is honestly now it's vaping, and it's really annoying.
Ugh.
That sums up feelings about that.
I walked into the girls' bathroom the other day, and it was just full of smoke. Like you had a hard time like watching because it was so misty.
People are stupid.
The
Okay.
rich kids.
Yeah, rich kids. Okay, thank you
Gotta
guys.
love going to school with them.
Is that it?
That's it.
Wow, that
Thank
was
you.
relatively speaking.
What?
Easy. That was relatively easy.
Good.
For us, now you get to write a paper on it, right?
Yay.
Sucks
Writing
to
the
be
paper is
you.
the easy part.
How much? How long is it?
There's no length requirement. We just have to answer specific questions.
Oh.
Nice.
Like,
Girl, just write 2
as long
sentences,
as the
then
paper
you're done.
covers all of this, then you're good. And you get certain points for covering each section.
Oh, okay.
So I can write papers. That's easy. Technology.
So just to be the professor.
Uh-huh.
Technology is the one that gives me in trouble.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
all right. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thanks, Rach.
Love you. At some point, we should talk like personal instead of just homework.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
Okay. Love you.
We should know in a week or so about race stuff, so we'll see.
Crazy. I hate not knowing.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now.
Hey, Rebecca's back.
Hey, Rebecca.
Sorry.
We were just finishing up.
Okay,
We had to find another computer.
Put it down. There we go.
There we are.
Here's our channel. You missed our